Hi children, in this video we are going to see 6th standard mathematics chapter playing with numbers topic prime factorization. Let's see what is prime numbers. So the numbers have only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself are called prime numbers. So for example, the factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Next, the factors of 11 are, what is that? Very good. 1 and 11. Next, the factors of 59 are 1 and 59. See children, here the numbers 1, 11 and 59 have only two factors. So, there are 1 and the number itself. Okay. So, therefore, these numbers are called prime numbers. 5, 11 and 59 are prime numbers. Next, let us see what is prime factors. So, a factor of a given number is said to be a prime factor if the factor is a prime number. That's all. Okay. Let's see the examples. The factors of 12 are, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Here what are the prime numbers? Good. The prime factors are, that is the prime factors of 12 are 2 and 3 only. Okay. Because 4, 6, 12 have more than 2 factors. Isn't it? So therefore the prime factors of 12 are 2 and 3 only. So now coming to prime factorization. So first let us see what is factorization. Okay. So a number is said to be factorized if it is can be written as the product of two or more numbers. Okay. So here to express a given number as a product of prime factors. Okay. So product of prime factors means is called prime factorization or complete factorization. Okay. See children, we find the prime factors using two methods. Okay, the first one factor tree method, the another one division method. Let us see the examples. Now let us look the first method, prime factorization by factor tree method. In this method, we break up the numbers into with factors, continuing the process till we get all the factors as prime numbers. Let us take the number 45. 45 can be broken up into many pairs of factors. Let us start with 3 times 15. Here, one number is prime number, another number is a composite number. That is, 3 is a prime number, 15 is a composite number. So, we again break them into the factor. So, we can write 3 into 5 for 15. Here we get two prime numbers. So finally we get the prime numbers 3, 3 and 5. Therefore 45 equal to 3 into 3 into 5. Let us see the second method, division method. Here we have to follow 4 steps. The first one, look for the smallest prime number that completely divides a number. Write the quotient just below the number. The second one, look for the smallest prime number that completely divides the quotient obtained. Third one, repeat step 2 until the quotient becomes 1. The fourth one, the prime factorization of the numbers obtained by the product of all divisor. So let us take number 45. Let us decide the smallest prime divisor. So here 45 is an odd number. So it is not divisible by 2. So let us take the next smallest prime number 3. The sum of the digits 9 is multiple of 3. So 45 is divisible by 3. So let us take 3. 45 divided by 3, we get 15. Now we can write 15 in just below the number. Now 15 is multiple of 3. So it is also divisible by 3. 15 divided by 3, we get 5. Let us write the quotient. Now 5 divided by 5. 5 divided by 5, we get 1. So the quotient becomes 1. So finally, the prime factorization of the numbers obtained by the product of all divisors. So 45 equal to 3 into 3 into 5. Here factor tree method and division methods gives the same answer. Let us see the exercise problem. Exercise number 3.4. The first sum, fill in the missing numbers from the given factor trees. So first 84 can be broke 2 times 42. So 2 is a prime number, 42 is the composite number. So again we can break in 42. The given number is 14. So let us find the missing number. So 3 times 14 is a 42. So the missing number is 3. Now 3 is the prime number, 14 is the composite number. So 14 can be broken 7 and missing number. So the missing number is 2 because 2 times 7 is 14. Now the third problem. In which of the following is the prime factorization not complete? Complete it also. The fourth one, 70 equal to 2 into 5 into 7. So now we want to find the factors of 70. So now here 70 is the dividend. Let us decide the divisor. So here 70 is divisible by 2 because the ones place ends in 0. Okay, so otherwise the ones digit is a even number. So 70 is divisible by 2. So let us take the divisor as 2. So next 35 twos are 70. Okay, so that is 70 divided by 2 means we get the quotient as 35. Okay, so next let us decide the next divisor. Here 35 is an odd number and the ones place ends in 5. So therefore 35 divisible by 5. So now 35 divided by 5 we get 7. Okay, so now 7 is the dividend, the divisor is 7. So 7 divided by 7 we get 1. Okay children, now the factors of 70 are, what's that? 2, 5 and 7. So we can write 70 equal to 2 into 5 into 7. Therefore it is a completer. Okay. Third sum, 108 equal to 2 into 2 into 27. So now we want to find the factors of 108. See children, here 108 is the even number. So it is divisible by 2. So 108 divided by 2, we get the quotient as 54. Next, the 54 is also divisible by 2 because 54 is the even number. So let us take the another divisor is 2. So next, 54 divided by 2, we get 27. So now 27 is the odd number and it is divisible by 3 because 2 plus 7, 9. 9 is the multiple of 3. So it is divisible by 3. Okay. So 27 divided by 3, we get 9. Okay. So that is the 27 divided by 3 means the quotient is 9. Next, 9 is divisible by 3. So 9 divided by 3, we get 3. Next, 3 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 3 divided by 3, we get 1. That is the quotient is 1. Now, the factors of 108 is, what is that? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. But they are given 108 equal to 2 into 2 into 27 only. So, therefore, it is not completed. Okay. So, let us write the factors of 108 equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Fourth sum. Write the prime factorization of the following numbers. First sum 24. So now 24 is dividend. Let us find the divisor. We have to begin with the smallest prime number that divides 24. As the 24 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. So now we write 2 to the left of 24. Dividing 24 by 2, we get 12, which we write below to the 24. Now 12 is a dividend. Let us find the divisor. 12 is an even number. So 12 is divisible by 2. Now we write 2 to the left of 12. 12 divided by 2, we get 6. So we write 6 below to the 12. Now 6 is an even number. So 6 is divisible by 2. So let us write 2 to left of 6. 6 divided by 2, we get 3. We write 3 below to the 6. Next, 3 is an odd number. So it is not divisible by 2. So now we move to the next prime number. The next prime number is 3. 3 is multiple of 3. So it is divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 equal to 1. Finally, to express 24 as the product of factors. Therefore, 24 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Next one, 60. Now we want to find the factors of 60. So let us take the 60 is the dividend. Now the 60 is divisible by 2 because it's a even number. So let's divide 60 divided by 2, we get 30. Next, 30 is also a even number. So 30 is also divisible by 2. Now 30 divided by 2, we get 15. Now 15 is the odd number and it is divisible by 3 because the sum of the digits is multiple of 3. So it is divisible by 3. 15 divided by 3, we get 5. Next, 5 divisible by 5. So 5 divided by 5, we get 1. So now the factors of 60 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. Next one, 112. Now here 112 is the dividend. Let us decide the divisor. So 112 is the even number. So it is divisible by 2. So 112 divided by 2, we get the quotient as 56. Now the 56 also the even number. So it is also divisible by 2. 56 divided by 2, we get the quotient as 28. Now the 28 is also divisible by 2. Therefore the 28 divided by 2, we get 14. Next, the 14 is also even number. So the divisor is 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Next, the 7 is divisible by 7. Therefore 7 divided by 7, we get 1. Now let's write the prime factors. So 112 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 7. That's all. Next, the 7th problem, 2450. So now it is a dividend. See children, first we want to start with the smallest prime number only. Okay. So here it is a even number. So it is divisible by 2. 2450 divided by 2. We get the quotient as 1225. Okay. So now it is not divisible by 2. Okay. So next the prime number is what? What is that? 3. So let us check it is divisible by 3 or not. Okay. So 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. So 10 is not multiple of 3. So it is not divisible by 3. Let us check the next prime number, 5. So it is divisible by 5 because the ones digit ends in 5. So now the divisor is 5. Now the 1225 divided by 5 is, what is the quotient? Very good, 245. Okay. So now this is also divisible by 5. So the divisor is 5. Now 245 divided by 5, we get 49. Now the 49 is divisible by 7. So now 7 sevens are 49, or the 49 divided by 7, we get the quotient as 7. Next, the 7 is the dividend. The divisor also 7. Now 7 divided by 7, we get 1. Okay. So now it is completed. Let us write the prime factors of 2450 as 2 into 5 into 5 into 7 into 7. Next one, 3550. Now it is a even number, so it is divisible by 2. So here 1 2s are 2, so remaining 1. So now 15. 7 2s are 14, so balance 1, 15. Again 7 2s are 14, balance 1, so 10. 5 2s are 10. Okay, so otherwise 3550 divided by 2, we get the quotient is 1775. Okay, so now it is not divisible by 3. So let us take the another next prime factor is 5. So now 1775 divided by 5, we get 355. Now 355 is also divisible by 5. So 355 divided by 5 is 71. See children, here 71 is a prime number or composite number? Very good, it's a prime number. Okay. So prime numbers means you have only two factors, 1 and number itself. Okay. So now here the divisor is 71. Okay. So now 71 divided by 71 we get 1. Now the factors of 3550 are 2 into 5 into 5 into 71. The sixth sum. Write the smallest 5-digit number and express it as product of its primes. We already know smallest 5-digit number is 10,000. So now let us find the prime factors. 10,000 is a dividend. It is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. Now we write 2 to the left of 10,000 and dividing 10,000 by 2 we get 5,000. 5,000 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. 5,000 divided by 2 we get 2,500. Now 2,500 is an even number, so it is divisible by 2. 2,500 divided by 2 we get 1,250. It is also divisible by 2. So 1,250 divided by 2 we get 625. 625 is an odd number and ending 5. So it is divisible by 5. 625 divided by 5 we get 125. So 125 is also divisible by 5. 125 divided by 5 we get 25. 25 is also divisible by 5. So we get 5. Again it is divisible by 5. 5 divided by 5 we get 1. So finally we want to write the prime factors. So 10,000 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Next, the seventh sum. Write all the prime factors of 1,729 and arrange them in the ascending order. Can you see any relation between these factors? Okay. So now let's find the prime factors of 1,729. So here the first divisor is 7 because it is not divisible by 2, 3, 5 also. Okay. So now 1,729 divided by 7 we get 247. Now the divisor is 13. Okay. So 247 divided by 13 we get 19. Now here the 19 is also prime number. So the divisor is 19. So 19 divided by 19 we get 1. See children, here the prime factors of 1729 or 7 into 13 into 19. Okay. So next the second question is, can you see any relation between these factors? Children, what is the relation here? Very good. All the factors are odd numbers. Okay. Test your understanding. The first question is, a prime factorization also called dash factorization. Very good. Complete factorization. Okay. Second one, in which of the following is the prime factorization is not complete? So the answer is 45 equal to 3 into 5. So not complete. Okay. So the factors of 45 are, what is that? 3 into 3 into 5. Okay. So next one. Third one, prime factors of 25 is dash. What is that? Very good. The option A, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Because 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. 8 into 3, 24. Okay. So next one. Which number should not be included in the following? The prime factors of 36 equal to 1 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So the answer is 1. Okay. So 1 is not prime or neither prime. Okay. Next one. Find the prime factorization of the greatest 2-digit number. What is the greatest 2-digit number? 99. Okay. So now the prime factors of 99 are 3 into 3 into 11. So the option D, 3 into 3 into 11. Thank you, children.